Assalamualaikum everyone, this is Sana and Sunny again with Drama Log and another episode of review. We're going to review Iqtidar today. I finally convinced Sunny to watch Iqtidar. I've been watching it for several weeks now, but finally I convinced Sunny to watch it. So she's here. Hey Sunny, how's it going?
Hey, it's going well. Thank you so much. I know you really pushed me to watch Iqtidar, and I think it was a good idea because I don't know. I haven't seen the initial episodes, to be honest. I think I started watching like a few episodes back, and I really like the female lead in the drama.
So the drama Iqtidar is on Green Channel. It is written by Hina Huma Nafis, and the director is Fahim Berni. It has Ali Raza, Anmol Baloch, Rubina Ashraf, SS Simi Pasha, and then Noman Kahood. Anmol is played by Anmol Baloch is playing Mehrun Nisa, and then we have I think that's pretty much it. That's a cast there. And then, so basically the story is, initially, like the way it starts is that there's a political family. They're powerful people, and Saman Shah is the mom, kind of like the matriarch. And then she has two sons, Shahnawaz Shah and Zain Shah. And Shahnawaz Shah is kind of more serious with his work and stuff. And then Zain Shah is the spoiled elite brat, like we see in every other drama. And then we have the other family where they're not so rich. Anmol Baloch is the girl. Her name is Mehrun Nisa. She lives with her mom, and her mom's a widow, and her mom has and she has an older sister who's married, and she has a younger sister who's not married. And then her younger sister is going to college, and she has a younger brother as well. And then and they live with their chacha and Chachi, and they have one daughter. So her name is Uruj, and she's kind of like her rival. And then they also have someone called Bibi Jan, who is their puppo, and the puppo has a son named Rafe. And that's so basically what happens is Zain Ali Shah gets into an accident. He was drunk driving, and he kills Anmol's brother, and who dies basically, and now she wants to basically have him get justice. Basically, that's the plot there. So
Okay.
what do you think? That's how it is.
Oh, okay. So I kind of had basic idea, but I didn't see the episode, so I don't know in detail. So what I know now is that Zain Shah is imprisoned. He is serving a sentence, right? And they're trying to get him out of jail, but I suppose that would require Marunisa's cooperation. But what I am a little confused, simply because I haven't seen the episodes earlier, is Shahnawaz Shah. He was responsible for. He helped Marunisa in her battle, right? And in imprisoning his own brother, isn't it?
So basically, what happens is Shahnawaz Shah meets this girl in very unusual circumstances, where he's shown to be this arrogant person, and then she has this bad image of him. Well, he's not a nice guy to begin with. And similarly with Saman Shah. And then later on, when she finds out that that Zain Shah was the brother of Shahnawaz Shah, she threatens to go to court and tell everyone, and kind of like do like a whole battle basically.
Okay.
So they were trying to convince their family, Anmol Baloch's family, that why don't you take some compensation? We are, please, he's our son. Please let him go. I know your son died. But then Mehru said, nope, I'm not gonna back down. Like, this is it. I'm gonna go to court. Like the full thing. So what Shahnawaz planned was initially, like his plan was to basically allure her and make her think that he's on her side. So that's why he got his brother in jail, even though like he's not convicted yet. He's just in prison right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and he has all these everything available to him basically.
Okay.
They even said like
jail.
yes, it's a good jail.
Okay.
So he's there, and so initially because they did not want the whole court drama, because they want to run for a seat in the elections the coming month, or the coming months, I guess. So that's why they. And then there was a reel that went viral where Nehru Nisa had told everyone that this is the brother of this Saman Shah, or Saman Shah's son is the one who murdered my brother.
Okay.
So my one thing that I don't understand is, well, it was drunk driving, I know, and that there was an accident, but it was an accident.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the only thing is that he did wrong was hit and run, and that's what takes you to jail, right? Like that's
Right.
like you have attempted. It wasn't even attempted murder.
Right. It was, hit and run essentially.
So no. So he basically ran away, basically, and then that's if you like basically hit and run is something that can get you to jail.
Right. Makes sense. And so he has to be accountable for it, right? So
I mean, he was drunk driving, but not for murder.
right. But the boy unfortunately died in the process. So
Right. I know, but like it was still an accident.
yes.
Even if he wasn't okay, what if he wasn't drunk driving and they got into an accident?
It's still sort of, somebody has to be held accountable, right? Because if
No, I mean because I mean that's not, because if you get into an accident, like because I know someone whose son died in an accident, car accident,
Mhm.
and nothing happened really, because the other person who rear-ended them like had called the police right away, called the paramedics right away. It was an accident.
Okay. And then if it's hit and run, then what happens?
Then the police finds you, and then they're like, why did you hit and run? And so it's not like it's not murder charges then, even then, like it's just hit and run charges.
Okay. So in US, murder charges are not heaved on somebody, even if it's an accident.
Yeah. I mean, even in Islamic law, I think like you can actually in Islamic law, actually there's something called blood money too, and that's another story. But
But then
so
there's DUI and then there is hit and run. So together you will not be you won't have any sentence.
you will have some sentence, but not be hanged or like executed.
Right. Yes. Of course. Not
And not even like
sentence.
and not even your lifetime in jail.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah. So ideally, this is a situation where you can pay. You can easily get a bail and.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right? But he's still there in the prison, and they're going through all these hoops to
So
get.
I don't understand, like what's going on there. Like that's my only thing. So hit and run in Illinois is a class 4 felony. It's just a misdemeanor.
Yeah, and so is DUI.
So yeah, so that's 1 to 3 years in prison, a fine up to 25,000, and license revocation. That's it.
Okay, so 1 to 2 years in prison, right? So that
Yeah,
is
1 to
there.
3 years. Yeah.
Yeah, so that is there. So that I guess if there's a similar law in Pakistan, then he should be imprisoned.
Right, that's fine. But she's like, I want to get him executed.
Oh wow. Okay.
I mean,
that is pushing the button there.
I mean, that's just like, I'm like, okay, we understand your brother passed away, but
Yeah.
I guess her point was also like he needs to go to prison because otherwise, like all these rich people will keep doing this. But then, I mean, I don't know. It's just like DUI. Everyone does DUI here. I mean, you don't have to be rich to do it here, but.
Yeah,
Anyway.
DUI is, I mean, in South Asian subcontinent as well, they're like truck drivers going through DUI all the time, right? So
The truck drivers do like I don't know about Pakistan.
yeah, so there's truck
In India, do they?
drivers, cab drivers, they all have DUIs. So
Really?
yeah. So it's not it. I mean, you can drink alcohol from any source, right? Doesn't
I
have to
mean,
be
yeah, like
a rich people's thing.
pung or what pung? I don't know what pung is.
It's an herbal kind of an concoction that gets you high.
Acha, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that is a valid point.
ये
So,
हुआ.
but then the fact that he's gonna get at the most 3 years of prison, and potentially is eligible for bail. This family, the influential family, is going through all these hoops to get the brother out. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, I mean, because she's like, I want to take you because I'm gonna hang you.
Yeah, but then that has to kind of qualify in the court of law, right? She can demand whatever
I
she
mean, they
wants.
haven't
She's
even gone to
definitely
court yet. Okay.
she's lost a brother, so she can have all kinds of demands, right?
She can have, yeah, she can do whatever she wants, but like, yeah, the family, because I think that the main thing with the family right now is not whether, like, he's gonna get a sentence or not. It's about their name and their power.
Right.
So it's about elections coming up. I think that's the whole point.
True, but it's established that he was involved in the accident, so that name is gonna be tarnished anyways, right? So
Right, but then so basically she married him. So it was, I think, her his Shahnawaz's mom and Shahnawaz's idea to get them to basically make Mehrunisa agree to marry him and then ask for her to forgive him
for
basically.
clemency, yeah. So I
Mm-hmm.
have
But
another.
now things have changed because
Right.
now but they're viral, I guess, on social media because she married, like, she got a poor daughter-in-law. So
Yeah.
she's a Mahan person.
And also kind of like the how broad-minded they are, because
Hmm.
their daughter-in-law is someone who was involved in an accident for which her son is in prison for.
Exactly, yes.
So,
So now she's like, okay, let's just keep her now.
okay, I want to kind of dial back to the sequence where Merunisa's engagement broke up, right? I thought that was like a hurriedly scripted
Oh.
thing without any logic. Like, um, so given the circumstances that's happening, that this guy is showing up in every event of hers and he's calling her and she's not, she's not giving a straight answer about who Shanawaz for whatever reason to her own fiance. Um, I think it was justified for the fiance to ask questions, right?
It was. I don't think it was justified. I mean, anybody can call someone.
Yeah, but I mean, if when you're being asked like why is he calling you, you're not giving a straight answer.
I mean, you don't have to. I mean, why do you need to know?
You don't need to know, but I mean, you're about to get married. Why not, right?
I mean, I don't know.
Why
I
do
mean,
you have to
about to get
hide?
married, but you're not married.
Especially in this particular case, why does she even have to hide, right? Anybody
I don't
can
think she.
call
I
her.
don't think she hid anything. She said, "Well, we're just like I just met him."
No, no, she hid, right? I mean, when he called her, or she was calling him, or something like that, to ask for her brother-in-law's job. Um, she kind of, and then Rafi walks in and she hides it, right? She just says, "No, I'm
Oh, because she already knew that he was getting suspicious. That's why.
true." That's the thing, right? If you can be bold enough at that point and say, "Okay, like, I am gonna be calling him because I have this thing to discuss with him. Kar lo jo karna hai."
Huh? Yeah.
Right at that point, if he goes like all ballistic on her, yes, you should break off the wedding.
But then,
But
but then she said, "What's wrong with you?" And then he still broke up, like right then and there.
she broke up, right? She just threw the ring away
No,
off.
no, no. She said, like, if you're gonna be like this, I don't want to be in this relationship then. And
Right.
then he just flipped.
Yeah. I mean,
He just got mad. He just really.
he flipped. I mean, she broke it off and then he flipped. But then I felt like that part of the story was just rushed to get Mehrunisa and
Yeah,
Shanawaz married.
yeah. But then I think also because Rafe's mother always wanted Uruj,
Right. Yes.
so this was her compromise with Mehrunisa. But now, like, because she had so she also put a little salt on the wounds.
Okay. She was also like a catalyst in the process.
Yeah, yeah. And then she said that we need, मैंने तो पहले कहा था कि ये अच्छी नहीं है, this and that. मुझे तो पहले से उरूज ही पसंद थी. अब तुम
Yeah.
बिल्कुल नहीं जाओगे उसके घर. Things like that.
Right. And
Because
then,
I think Mehru was expecting him to call her.
yes, yes, and he was expecting her to call, so it was like. But then the funny
No,
part is
no.
like,
I think she did call, and then he just hung up.
oh, did he? Oh, I probably
Yeah.
missed that part. Okay, and then the fact that he just hurriedly marries this other girl, that makes
And
no
gets engaged.
sense.
Gets engaged, not married.
Oh, he's not married yet. He's just
No.
engaged.
Oh, he's just
Oh, okay,
engaged. Yes. She got
okay.
married right away.
Oh, she got married. That's again her mother kept pushing her, right, like to get
Right,
married.
yes. And she's like, why not?
Yeah. So this part of the story was like just hurriedly wrapped up so that we get to the next part, which is, Shahnawaz
I
and
guess that's
Meru.
fine.
Yeah, I
Because they
suppose
spent too
so.
much time in the beginning.
Yeah, but then why are we seeing scenes where like this guy is walking around thinking, why am I still thinking
I
about Meru
know.
Nisa? So I'm
I
like,
mean, okay. Did he really fall in love? Because he's like thinking about her, like even in his,
yeah.
even when he was alone.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's like, why am I seeing him with going through this moping period? Like, if he doesn't have a role to play, and the and the focus should be on Shahnawaz and Meru a lot more. So,
Because I think they wanted the viewers to get fooled. Like he was fooling the viewers.
yes, exactly. Unless he's gonna come back and then like they're gonna
Maybe
get
he did
married.
fall in love, and he just told his mom, and his mom said, "Isi shart pe hogi shadi." I don't know.
yeah, yeah. So okay, so back to like Shahnawaz and Meru. So Shahnawaz really pursued her in many ways,
Yes,
and then finally she gave in, sort of, and then bam comes the first night, right?
yes.
And that's where I really started respecting Merunisa, because I thought like, oh my god, here comes like the glycerine and screens after screens of
Hmm.
Merunisa rolling on the bed and then crying on the floor. But that did not happen. She just like she gave it back right away. She refused to sign the document, and she refused to give in to his pressure, right?
And he did not divorce her.
He did not divorce her, you see intermittently there's some demonstration of love or admiration for Merunisa, like when he kind of throws her on the bed and she goes,
I know
"Ouch!"
they're
It's
like
like,
romanticizing, like
yeah, and he keeps thinking,
it even said domestic violence should.
"I know."
People are romanticizing it. Oh my god.
Oh God, like, and like he just drags her to this room and locks her
I
there.
know.
Like,
Like what
what?
kind of like? And people are like, "Oh my god, he loves her so."
Loves. Okay. Oh boy.
So like, can you believe that? People like,
No, it's beyond my.
and it says domestic violence is prohibited or whatever, like and then the people are like, "Oh my god."
I bet these are the same people who like Terevin.
Of course.
Yeah. So, I mean, I like that she brought down the house by banging on the door. So that was good.
Yeah. Oh, yep. Yep.
That was good. That was the right way to go. And I like the way she keeps taunting him. Like, apparently you loved me a lot, right? so,
Yeah. 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 Yep.
so that is good.
That part is good. So, what do
Yeah.
you like about the drama? Do you like anything about it?
And honestly, no, except for the fact that for the first time ever, they show a female lead who didn't back down. So
Okay.
for me, that was the sort of a pivotal scene, and
Mm-hmm.
I thought that I'm going to give it a try.
Uh-huh.
Because you know how long you've been pursuing me. So I wanted
Yeah.
to ask you what you liked about the drama that you've been watching it for a while now.
I mean, I'm just waiting for that rain scene.
Okay.
No, I mean, I don't know. It's just like it's just something a romantic, something some simple drama. You just watch and that's it.
Uh-huh. Um, I know a lot of
They have
talks
good
about.
chemistry.
Yeah, so I was about to come to that. So there's a lot of comments in the sections about their chemistry. Um, Frankly, I'm yet to see it because I started watching it when from the point of contention, right? When
Mm-hmm.
basically I saw the first night and how it unfolded, and so I
I
didn't.
mean, they've
And
always
then
been like that. They've always been like that.
yeah, okay. Um, and I've seen a few clips of hers, like when she's like fixing her car, and he walks and he passes
Mm-hmm.
by, he stops and gives her a ride. So there are glimpses of a chemistry, but it's not like firecracker, right? So
No, it's better than a lot of dramas we've
yeah,
seen
that's true. I
lately.
agree. That I
I mean, there's
agree.
something about Iqtidar that people are liking.
Yes, I mean, me, I personally like the that it's a strong female character, and I hope they keep her that way.
Mm-hmm.
And
She's fighting back. I like that part, and I like I like their chemistry. And I mean, it's a feel good drama. It's gonna end. I know it's gonna have a happy ending. He's gonna turn into a good guy.
Yeah, yeah, his strengths. And then okay, so does he love his cousin Amal, whom he was engaged to, right? Or
He thinks, yeah,
so does he really love her, kind of,
yes.
or it's like
I mean, up till
okay,
now, that's the impression I've gotten so far. I mean,
okay,
it's not that kind of love where he can't live without her, but it's sort of a love.
but it's that kind of a love where
Affection.
he's gonna give her priority over Meronisa.
No, it's more like affection.
Oh, okay, because
Yeah.
we see him like spending the night in her hospital
It's more
room.
like affection, basically.
Okay. um and I'm out of patience with these girls who kind of like
Oh
they're
my
all over
god.
the man in front of the wife. I just can't stand it, like
Oh my gosh, yeah. And then like, the way she answered, like, okay, you're the one who does not have a rishta with him. What are you
right,
talking
like
about?
I mean can't any of these girls have self-respect,
Exactly.
like why can't they have self-respect? Why would you want to do ugly things like that in front of a wife, right? So
That's why I liked Meru when she said, you know what, if you want to go, go.
right, exactly. I mean, the female leads are always like that, right? They don't care like what you're doing, or they just write
hmm
you off. So female leads are always like that. But why do like the third wheel has to be like this, right? That
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, that you're of you know
Well, but no, because his mom and Shahnawaz's mom also gave her said, oh, bahu meri yahi banegi.
True, I agree. Like she loves this guy for sure. But even
hmm
then, when you are raised in a good family with good, values or whatever,
hmm
you something about it, stops you from acting like that, right?
Yes. And
So
then
we don't see
her
that.
dad says it. Her dad says it. You know what? Like, don't come here anymore.
Yes,
Her dad is
exactly.
the one who's he said no.
You don't flirt with my daughter. He just
Yes.
knows words
You're a married
actually.
man.
Yes. So that I mean, being raised in a family like that, how can you cross your ethical boundary and be all over, physically all over a man?
Oh yeah.
I just, please stop writing characters like that. We can't see it anymore. I am okay if she's conniving and she's, trying to manipulate the situation. Okay, for the story, okay, fine. But then don't give them those kind of traits where we lose the human side of them.
Yeah. Like they become desperate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. As
And
if they
then
don't have anything
you are
else in life.
automatically gonna be somebody who's out of competition, right? So
hmm
so why even? It's not even fun watching those characters anymore because even as a viewer, you don't feel anything for them.
No, yeah.
So
That's the point.
why would the main lead would feel anything for them? It's interesting when the main lead is actually conflicted,
Yeah.
right? So uh,
Yep.
that's my take on Iqtidar. I watch it, to be honest. I watch it like I look at the the clips first. If something excites me about the clips, then I go and watch the episode. Otherwise, I skip
Well,
it.
they're gonna go on
Forced honeymoon.
sorry, they're gonna go on a honeymoon now,
Yeah, forced
which
by the
is
mother-in-law.
yes. So
Yeah,
I guess we're gonna get a few scenes there.
your rain scene.
It's all about the scenes, right?
Yeah, well, I guess so. But I actually liked Hamza and Anmol's chemistry more in Surf Tum. I don't know if you've watched Surf Tum.
Oh, Anmol had amazing chemistry with Osama Khan.
Yeah, that too. Yes, exactly. So
And what
that
was that
I'm
drama?
because I've seen her with those two leads, and I know,
Ek
like,
Sitam Aur.
yeah, this one is not there yet,
No,
but
no, but
you'll
I
see.
think in Hamza Sohail and even in Ek Sitam Aur with
Osama, right?
Osama. Oh yeah, they had really amazing chemistry for
Yeah,
sure.
yes, I
Yeah.
remember. Even uh, in in the Sama drama, they also started off on the wrong foot, right, with each
Oh
other.
yeah, yeah, yes, yes,
Yeah, so
yeah.
there was this conflict in the beginning, and then so that was also very well executed, and she did very good there. So,
Mhm.
so I know she can pull off chemistry with her co-stars.
Mhm.
But this one is not there yet. Let's see, um, because it
Yeah.
all kind of rides on their chemistry.
Yep, yep. I like the fact that Green Channel has these new writers. So
Yes,
we have a new writer again. I've not heard her name before. So
right.
which is good, and it's a good story for a new writer.
Oh yes, yes. I mean, I want to appreciate what they've done with the female lead. So
Mhm.
but didn't you mention that the director, he has directed an older movie or older show that we like too, right? Fine Burning.
Yes. Yeah, Fahim Barni. Yeah, he directed Fatima Fang, and that's also Green
Ah,
Channel drama.
oh, and that was a good female lead as well. Very
Oh
well
yes. Oh yeah.
pitched,
That she was a really strong one,
very
man.
strong female lead, and they did not like destroy her till the end.
Yes, I mean she was strong, yet she was vulnerable, yet sensitive. Like
Yes,
she
and
wasn't there. She wasn't. When I compare that with Yumna Zaidis Teribin, or I compare with Yumna Zaidi and even Karze Jan, and then I compare her Fatima Feng.
yeah,
Like she was more of a feminist. I think she was. You know what I mean. Like she was.
yeah.
She was sensitive, yet she was strong.
Right. She was a very relatable female character,
Yeah.
in today's times.
Yes, she
Uh,
was. She was. I mean, yeah, that's the character. Like she was the person. She was at home. She was cooking, right? She's like,
right.
oh, I make Chinese, and then
Yeah, exactly. And then
yeah, and then
she was exploring her spirituality. She
at the
had a
same
very good
time,
equation with a colleague, a male colleague, and
yeah,
then and she was upfront with whenever there's trouble in the horizon, she would face it upfront with clear
yeah,
questions and demand clear answers.
right, yeah,
So
yeah.
there's
We
no
should talk about
beating around the
Fatima Feng one
bush and the
day.
crying in the corners always. So that's
No.
so that's what. So I hope that they do the same thing with Merunisa. So far they have done it, so I'm hoping. I'm just giving my fingers
Yeah, no,
crossed.
I like how Anmol Balocha has pulled it off. And
Yeah,
then there's Rubina Ashraf's character.
yeah.
I
We have mixed opinions about it, right? Like,
mean, I like the character because she comes out as evil, like she shows herself as evil, but then I don't know, and they even know, I think, because Meru's
mhm.
mom sensed it. Like they
Yeah,
don't want me in this house.
right. So Meru's mom is actually quite intuitive. She's meek, but she is a quite intuitive
Intuitive, yes,
person.
yes, yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, mm, I think the character of Saman Shah is nothing unoriginal. It's a very like a typical character of a woman political leader, who's ambitious, and all. But I feel like at times that the acting is over the top, and
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a little nuanced acting would have made the character very
It's
attractive.
too many expressions,
Too many expressions, too many
eyebrows,
eye movements, and something about it's like too aggressive.
and her leja too. I think
Yeah,
the way she speaks, like it's very aggressive, right?
it's very aggressive, and it could have been done with more nuances in the
Mm-hmm,
performance,
mm-hmm.
so it might have made the character even more um, impactful.
What about Shahnawaz Shah's acting? Well, Ali Raza.
I think he has the same expression. His expression doesn't change, whether it's with Amol, whether it's with Anmol,
or with Amal.
or with his mom. His expression.
Or with,
I honestly, I like male characters who can dance around with emotion expressions. Like,
yes, yes.
it can get intense at the same time, very like
Mm-hmm.
funny. Like Usama can pull it off. Like I've seen him.
Oh
Hamza can
yeah,
do
he
it
can.
too. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right.
Well, someone else can do it too, but you never mentioned him. But okay.
No, he's got the same expression. Like whether he's
No,
giving her a ride or whether he's like thinking about her or whether he's proposing to her, his expressions don't change much.
no, it don't. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I mean, we've seen Ali Raza in what's the other drama? Noor
I
Jahan.
actually liked him in the Noor Jahan.
Really?
Yes, I think he did a very decent job in Noor Jahan.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Dunyapur, I don't know, I'm not so sure. Like he
He was
was,
only there for a couple episodes anyway.
yeah, very very short screen time, so can't really comment on it. But here, the expectation was high, right? He's leading.
He's the lead, yeah. I mean, even in that too, I think he was the lead with Kubra, but I didn't
Noor
see any
Jahan.
chemistry between them. In fact, Kubra looked, I mean, I don't think they gelled well.
Yeah, the chemistry wise, no. But then when him as the husband who's conflicted between the wife and the mother, those sequences he pulled off very well.
Yeah.
Because they didn't show a lot of romance between the couples,
Mm-hmm.
so I guess for that particular drama it worked. Here you
Yeah.
have to pull off romance, and should be some ease in the body languages, and it's not there.
Huh, that's true. I think he's a little bit stiff. But
mm.
why are people like loving it so much?
And like you said, like there's no good romance going on around. This is the closest people can come to a romance, unless you're looking at
you
over the
know,
top Sayas and Mere Dil.
so do you know Wattpad?
Yeah. Hmm.
So they have really good love stories in
Yes.
Wattpad.
This is something from Wattpad, maybe.
Yeah, I think they should go to Wattpad and get those writers and their stories.
The problem is, like, you can't trans uh, you can't translate it on Pakistani screens as it is. A,
Yeah.
and then B, I think Pakistani couple like leads, they are very restrained in their body language. The main challenge I see, a problem I see, is like very few of our female leads oozes warmth. Like you look at them and you go like, oh, such a warm person.
Yeah,
And
that is so true. Like I know men are all like, a lot of them are, warm, right?
yeah,
But then
yeah,
females are very withdrawn. Have you noticed
very
that?
cool. Like whether it's Hania, whether it's except for Umna, Sabah, and who else? Kubra. You don't you don't feel like immediately attracted to one of the female leads. Like
What
you
about
don't feel
Anmol?
like Anmol. Yeah, she also has that
She has that warmth,
coldness.
I think, a little bit.
A
Yeah,
little
she
bit,
does.
a little
Hmm.
bit, but better than but Hania, for example, comes across as very cold, right? Um,
I haven't really watched. Are you talking about like in her interviews or just in her dramas?
and dramas. I mean, I watched. I saw. What do you call it? Which was like the one with Farhan Sahid that became a
Mm-hmm.
huge hit.
Tere mere hum safar.
Yeah, I did not like her. I mean, I have never liked her as a female. Except for the drama with Firoz Khan, which was supposed to be
Mm.
like the tomboyish kind of a
Yes,
girl.
yes. Mm-hmm.
That role fit her to the T, and I think she was
Yes.
very good. But again, that role didn't we didn't have the expectation of a very warm female person there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but everybody else, whether it's Ramsha, whether it's Hania, whether it's Ikra, they all come across as like not warm, right? Um, so that is that is a big
Who
problem.
came across as really warm to me was the lead in Fatima Fang.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
She's a warm person, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you feel like you want to be friends with her,
Exactly. Yes,
right?
that's the thing. You need to feel like, oh, I can get along with this person. I want to be friends with this person.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I
want to chit
can
chat
I
with
can
her.
share my feelings with her. That's
Exactly. Yes.
that impression doesn't come across from most of our female leads, Pakistani female.
Yumna I know gives
Yumna,
that.
hands up. Oh, yeah, right off the bat. You
Yeah.
immediately like her. Kubra, the same thing. You immediately like
Kubra,
her.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But very few others. You're like, am I going to warm up to her or not?
I think she's just gonna like slam the phone on me.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man.
So, all right. So I guess we covered Iqtidar. I will
Yeah,
continue watching it, but maybe like on and off.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, I do like watch it. Like it's like every Thursday, Friday. I'll just put it on, and that's just fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And people are loving the chemistry, so something must be working, right?
Something must be
So
working.
those
Yes,
are
I
the
agree.
team, the entire team. It's doing really well,
Yeah, I
and
suppose so.
a strong female character is a must watch. So
Oh
we need
yes, I
those
mean
these
for
days.
somebody that hasn't been ruined yet. Yes.
Yes.
So
So yes,
okay.
and then we're gonna wrap up now. So and then we're gonna see you guys later then in another episode of Drama Log.
Yes. It was
Alrighty.
wonderful chatting with you, Sana, on Iqtidar. I
Yeah.
know this was
I know
long
you just
awaited.
तुमने भगा दिया उसको फराज को आज.
Yes, वो खुद भाग गया. He was like, I'm not doing this.
he's he's like I've had enough of these girls. Like just
Yeah,
let me be.
he's like, Gair and Iqtidar, you guys take care. But we'll have Faraz back again when we're talking about Farar.
Farar, yeah, but I'll be gone.
All right.
Alrighty. See
Alrighty.
ya.
See you guys.